Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Bella Jade Michaels, and today we are going to work on opening and spiraling our chi. In fact, today, what we're going to be working on is we're going to open up the top part of our body, unlocking the spine, and any negative energy or blocks that are in there will open up and stretch out. And we're also going to work the lower half of the body that has its own energy systems in there too. And we're going to learn how to really do the helix all the way up through the spine, creating a beautiful vortex of energy. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do here is I'm going to turn my music on. Oh, if it will work. Thank you. Always going to start with the breath. Feet are inside the hips, knees are bent, back is relaxed. Big breath, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, full expansion with the arms. Release down, bend the knees, inhale up. Big breath, exhale out. Palms come down, bend the knees. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release. Great. We're going to reach behind. And if you can't interlace your fingers, it's okay. Just stretch your arms out like an airplane. But try to interlace your fingers. Don't lock your elbows. And you want to lift your chest up. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Relax the shoulders. Good. Now, if it feels okay at this point, you can start to lift the arms a little higher, but you shouldn't get any pain in your wrists at all, okay? You can draw the scapula together a little bit. No pinching. Okay, good, and release. So I always want to start everything with a warm up and a little cool down. You're going to pat yourself in the back. This is a tricep stretch right here. Keep the knees soft again so there's no pressure in the lower back. And release. Let's do the other side. Pat yourself on the back today. Great that you're here. You're doing this. This is good for you. These movements are really ancient, way beyond Egyptian and stuff like that, and you'll know it when you're doing it. So this is below the elbow, by the way, here, stretching, and if that's too much, just give it a little pull, but this is a really intense stretch. You want to really open that, especially when you're doing arm work. Other side. That part will fatigue really quickly with snake arms and just holding arm positions. Stretch it out. Good. And release. Awesome. Shake it out. We're going to roll the shoulders back, up, and then all the way back. Big circles. Good. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to reverse direction. Here we go. Going forward. Wonderful. One more time. Fantastic. Now I want you to imagine this part of your body here is separate from here. So this isn't moving. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring us into posture. So we're going to bring our feet in a little bit closer, not totally together, okay, but pretty close. Knees are bent. You really want to keep that neutral and take the lower belly and pull it up to the belly button. That's really important, okay, because this is the space here that's going to keep that lower back from bearing the weight of your movements, okay? So I have a rope on both sides. This is how I teach my kiddos too, but it works really well if you've never really moved this. And really be patient with yourself. When you first start, you might have just a really small movement because a lot of stuff gets locked up in here, but we're sliding the chest to the side, and I've just got an imaginary knot that I'm pulling there, but put your hands in a comfortable area there and try to slide. Again, keep that back, really engage with the belly. So we're coming back to center, and then we're pushing out to the side. Now we're going to stop here and pull out to the other side. So you shouldn't feel any pinching in the back, no pain, but it should feel like quite a good stretch. Really using those muscles right here. Okay, one more, and then we're going to put it together so that's to the side, and then hold the center, pause. Now we're going to slide this way, come to the center, breaking it down, and slide. This is really important because there's a lot of movements that comprise of this, and they're micro, like they're these, they just target these little muscles you just don't get into very often. Okay, let's try to just smooth that out now. Sliding side to side. Keep your feet, which are your roots, nice and steady in the ground. Your chest is lifted, but you're not hyperextending the back. Good. That should start to feel pretty good. Let's release the hands and see how we're doing. Palms are up. Lock those roots down so that the hips don't follow. And you're really using the sides of your abs, your adductors, to move this, okay? So when you think about that, it's probably like, oh my gosh, it's burning now. It's supposed to. This kind of dance is churning that center area that's full of energy, vibrant energy. It's that whole, the solar plexus and all of this area here, that gut intuition. We're really unlocking that right now. And then last time over here, good, and release. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the chest. So imagine that you have someone pushing your back and you just wanna open and expand your heart. So come into position. It's almost like you're just opening the shutters. This is so vital, okay? And this part of your back does not usually get worked very often. So it might feel like a bit of a stretch, but you're gonna love it the more you open and release, and open and release, and open, release. Lift. Let's do two more. Up, down, up. And when you come down, you just slightly contract right there, okay? Don't cave backwards. That's not going to help you. That's going to compress too much on that solar plexus. You just want a little massage. Okay, now we're going to go forward with that motion. So now we're stretching forward and coming back with that same little contraction. It's just kind of a little pulse that we're giving this area that holds our ability to have courage and self-esteem and feel worthiness in the world. And that's being challenged a lot right now. So these movements might look really easy. We're just going forward and back, and my lower body is totally still. But they do a lot because we are energy, and we need to move that energy. Okay, one more. All right, let's break down a box because we're getting ready to start moving those. We've got this area nice and warm. So what we're going to do is we're going to now lift the chest like we first learned, relax to that center point, pull to the side, drop a little bit. You're again massaging, pull to the side. Now we're making a box. We're just breaking that down. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Let's do one more slow, and then we're going to see if we can just roll it out. Now, again, keep that lower body relaxed but strong. Use those belly muscles to move the chest. This should feel so good. And be patient. It might feel like it gets locked up in there. Just go slow. You're opening here. You're not forcing. One more, and then we're going to break down the other side here, okay? Good. So let that flow. Don't get too locked in about, did I do it right? You're learning. This is an opening awareness, okay? So here we go. To the front, side, little contraction. Side, we're opening our heart right there. Side, contract. Down. Do you feel that? You're probably opening up in areas that have just been dormant for a long time. Okay, let's smooth it out. Around. Knees are still soft. And see, if you don't think about it too much, it usually just births itself. Mostly we get in the way. This is a natural movement. The body loves to rotate. It loves to be supple. And these are the kind of dances you can do, the movements you can do for your entire life, no matter what. One more, no matter what age, you can do these movements forever. They will not hurt you. Okay, now we're going to flip the circle. We did forward, side, back, side. Now we're going to turn that circle. So we're going to go up, side, down. Don't worry, it's not hard. For the sake of doing this, let's not worry about our arms. Let's place it right here. So we're going to lift up, move to the side, drop down to the side. Lift up, drop to the side, drop down, and side. Lift up, drop to the side, and one more. Lift, side, down, side. Let's roll it out. This one, you've got to breathe in this one. 3. Receive all that light. 5, 6, 7. One more. All right, let's break it down the other way. Pause, lift, side, back, side, lift, side, back, side, lift, side, back, side. Last time. Lift, side, back, side, and then up. And really just open. Be willing, a little more willing in your life to just move into your passion and your purpose and see your challenges as opportunities. I know it's really hard right now, but that's why we're doing this. We want to release a lot of that gunk that's just hanging with us. Up and around, up and around. And if you feel it in your lower back, bend those knees a little more. Okay, one more time. Our lower back, by the way, is so tense and tight that we really contract all these muscles all day long. We don't even thinking about it. We're squeezing our asses and we're tucking in and we're trying to protect ourselves. And in these movements, we're asking you to just shake it up, jiggle it out, and make it feel good, because we operate better this way when we're loose and flexible and not rigid. So now we're going to just move all those dynamics straight down into this area right here. And we're going to start with our feet a little bit wider, just for the sake of understanding how to do this. Is really good. And the same rope that we had on the top is now going to the bottom, okay? So we're going to push. Now what I don't want you to do is to start cocking out the hip, okay? You're pushing and you're going to feel an elongation and contraction right here. Wow, coming in. That's how it's going to the side, okay? Push. I want you to get clear about what muscles you're using right here instead of just kicking out too hard, okay? The hip is in there too. It's so lovely, but let it just be part of the movement instead of forcing it out. One more. And I know that I do a lot with this arm work and this hands, but I want you to see where your energy needs to go when you're doing these motions. So now you're pushing out and you're pushing out. Everything is supported here. All things are supported. Push. And you'll feel this stretch is lovely. There's just no pain. Opening up. And that back pain will stop because it's just tension and stress. Okay, one more. Okay, let's open all that area there, and then we're going to slide one side, slide to the other side, slide, slide. Do not think too hard, but you want to open this part of your body, sway. We've been doing these movements for centuries, and women used to do them all the time in cultures all around the world together. They were doing these motions and these movements, and we just got locked up and we stopped moving. Let's take our arms out. We stopped breathing. We stopped celebrating life. We want to get right back into that. We want to feel whole and sexy and beautiful no matter what our age, no matter whether we've had children or not children. I've had 5, so I say go for it. Okay, we're going to break down a circle. First, we're going to start, but we're not going to push our hips out. What this particular part of this is that nip up, okay? That's your push forward. Otherwise, you're putting pressure on your back, okay? So forward, side, back, lower belly. Hold it right here, okay? Side, pull in. So you see your abs are used so much here. We often think that, oh, it's just all in the hips. It's not. Let's roll it out. And if you feel daring, let's add a little arms to open and bring all that love out to the world. Oh, that feels good. That should feel so good. And if you don't get the arms, it's okay. Let's do one more. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. So first that tuck, side, lower back stays in, protect, side, in, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back. And then just smooth it out. And the knees are soft. They just rotate right with everything. Okay? And let's just bring that energy, that love, let's bring it to us. Because sometimes it's really easy to give it away, but to receive it, sometimes it takes a real act of courage. So we're going to just receive that love today. So we're busy dishing it out. It feels good to be able to embrace it just fine. Okay, one more. Great. Let's make it smaller now. Woo! This is it here. This is where you're going to start to feel the heat and the fire. We're going to combine all these together. So we're going to start with a circle. We learned the breakdown on this. It's the same as a big one, just smaller. Okay? So start with a tuck, slide. Knees are very bent. Both knees back, side, and I'm going to step mine in just a little bit more because it feels better. Okay? So do what feels good to you. And you're just circulating like you're going around the earth. Woo. This should feel so good on your back, your legs. You're going to feel everything just massaging around. We got one more here, then we're going to go to the other direction. Are you ready? Pause. Here we go. Around the other way. Keep the knees bent. Don't be afraid of your tushy. Stick it out a little. It's all good. It's all you. We are here to celebrate our bodies. We've been given these beautiful bodies to have this experience. How amazing. We get to experience source and creation this way by doing all of these amazing things. Round. Let's do two more because I lost count, but hey. Okay. Now we're going to do the double helix. I'm going to break it down very, very, very slow. And if you don't get it right away, that's okay. You want your feet in, so we'll break this down with the chest circle first. And it's an upward circle, up, side, back, side, picking up, back, side, around. Okay? Up, side, back, side, around. So chest, pause, circle the hips. Chest, pause, circle the hips. Chest, pause, circle the hips. Let's break it down the other way because we're going to really start to get into what that feels like here in a second. So let's go the other direction. Let's start with the chest. Up, side, down, side, up, side, down, side. One more, and then let's add the hips. Here we go. Back, around, up, side. Okay, chest goes that way, then hips. Keep breathing. This will warm up your body. Woo! And your arms might get tired. All right, let's try this out. Shake it out. That's why I have you stretch them out. Good. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do the uppers and then the lowers. Here, it's upper, lower, upper, lower. It never stops. Keep churning. Just keep moving the chi through the body. And breathe because you're really going to get warm here. This is so healing. Let's do two more. We're going to do the other side here. Pause. Let's go the other way. Chest, hips, chest, hips, chest, hips. Woo, and my fingers are tingling. My goodness. Breathe. Go. Couple more. Yes. Last one. Take a breath. Oh, shake it out. Wow. Breathe in. Exhale. Woo. Yes. Let's circulate that chi by doing some circles here. Yes. Really go the other way. Stretch open. Bring that energy up and release down. One more time. Up, all the way up, all the way up. Exhale. Reach your fingertips out. Yes. Stretch. Your hands are they have so much energy. You have so much energy in your body. And your hands, this is a great way to shake off just residual yuck, anything like that. Okay, let's reach behind again one more time. Let's just stretch it out. Nice and gentle, knees are bent. Our hearts are open, ready to receive. We've been asking a long time for guidance, for something to break through, and it is our time, and we know it. Breathe in. Exhale. Two more. And don't cheat yourself here. Get those big breaths in. Exhale. One more time, one more time. Here we go. Now I want you to take your hands to your heart. Tuck your chin a little bit. Get centered into your space. You need to be right back here. This is where it all starts. This is where it all matters, right here in our hearts. And we just have to be reminded sometimes to come back to this space. Just a couple of breaths right here. Fabulous. I love you guys with all of my heart. It brings me great joy to give these things to you. Love and blessings. Till next time.